Quick daily market analysis for Monday, March the 9th. Hi guys, I'm Don. I'm a financial analyst and a trader in American markets. Traded a very volatile day today, opening lower and managed to squeeze out a gain at the end of the day as oil went from around $120 a barrel down to 90 there at market on close. We had analysts out voicing concern that they were expecting a 35% chance now because of the geopolitical and rising oil price of a market crash. And we also have concerns out on stagflation as inflation is starting to rise because of a rising oil price. And obviously traders are sort of trying to navigate that going forward. We are already seeing that agricultural prices are rising as a result. So it's kind of a wait and see at the moment. Good finish to the day, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. And over to European markets where stocks dropped as well. That's as we had a industrial reading out in Germany showing that industrial output dropped around 11%. That's against a forecast of dropping only about 4.5%, so a big difference there. We also had negative investor sentiment out in Germany showing that sentiment had dropped there, raising wider concerns of consumer and investor sentiment about a weakening economy, and especially because of the rising oil price. And UK markets followed the same narrative and dropped as well. That's on the back of investment REIT stocks. Also, home builder stocks dropped as well as consumer staple stocks, putting pressure on the overall market. We had the Prime Minister and the finance minister out there in the UK saying that the inflation in the UK is very much concerned with this rising oil price, that it will hurt the UK more than any other G7 country, also raising the concern of stagflation as well. And lastly, over to Canadian markets where stocks managed to squeeze out a gain like the Americans. That came as the end of the day with that oil price dropping under the $100 mark, invigorating traders to buy that dip with a bit of positive momentum there. We did have data out showing that Canada's population basically stayed neutral for the second consecutive year there. That's raising concerns amongst economists that all of the economic growth in Canada over the last 4 or 5 years has been driven entirely by population growth. That contributed to the GDP growth there as well, as because of the last 10 years we have seen a organic growth there declining per capita for the last 10 years.